book over, a little book club where we talk about books, especially ones that give us book hangovers. I'm Sarah, and with me is Megan.
Hello.
And today we are talking about Reckless Thief, book 8 out of 9 in the 82nd Street Vandals. Oh my gosh. Series.
Or Vandals for short.
Vandals, yeah. I always just
Yeah.
call it Vandals. I'm like, oh, I'm reading Vandals. I never even
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I never even go with the titles. I'm just like, oh, it's Vandals.
It's
Vandals.
Vandals. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're reading
Vandals.
along like we are, you know what we're reading because it's the current book.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this was Mickey was prominent in this book.
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
well, yes, he was on the cover, and then we finally got them, working their stuff out.
Yes. Yeah, and I love Doc. I've always liked Doc. I know some of us haven't.
Don't call me out like that.
I didn't. I don't think
know,
I.
I'm joking. You didn't. I called
You
myself
called
that.
yourself out, but I liked it, and I liked. We really get to know him in this one.
I agree. His past, and then dealing with the death of Miss Stephanie, which I know for you really affected you a lot. I feel like, right?
No.
Well, because you were talking about like writing eulogies for her.
Oh yeah, I thought that would be great to hear a
Yeah,
eulogy, but it didn't
yeah,
really. I liked Miss Stephanie.
yeah.
But what I liked about so this is my thing. How
Okay.
the first beginning chapters were amazing. They were so action packed, and it switched from this character point of view to this character point of view. It was all the stuff going down. Like at this time, this was happening, and then this was happening. It was so, oh, I love that action packedness of like chapters like 1 and 2, right? It was like the first two, I think, were like
Yes.
that, and
Yeah.
then you get Doc's POV in the hospital. And the way
Oh
it was
yeah.
written, how he was able to say, I'm not Vandal, I'm not Mickey, I'm Doc right now. And how he
Yeah.
was watching them try to save her. I think that's how I was able to like detach my feelings at
Oh.
the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was Doc and I was just watching, okay, they're doing this. Okay, it's not working. Okay, they're doing this. Oh, now this happened. So I was like,
So
okay.
it puts you in like the Doc's head and mentality.
Yeah. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
just stayed there. You know how then afterwards he's like, okay,
That's your
now I'm
coping
Mickey. Now
mechanism.
I'm Vandals. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I never switched that switch back on to get upset about it. I was like, this is what it happened and this is what it is. I don't know. It's sad. And I
That
think
makes
that's why
sense.
it's sad. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, seeing that,
Reserve.
being able to
Mm-hmm.
detach, I was like, we're staying detached.
I think I did something similar, but I couldn't identify what I did, but I did something similar with that because I'm like, oh, I knew I like incoming sadness alert.
Yeah.
And then you had guessed it last book that it was Miss Stephanie because I was like thinking maybe it was going to be Emerson at first, but then I was convinced that it was Miss Stephanie afterwards. So yeah, that
I
was
love that. I love
that was
Emerson's
mm,
journey with like Freddie right there, like running
oh
away and stuff. Right, she was with
yeah.
Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was with Freddie and they like knifed some people. Which was
Yeah.
fun. I like Freddie and Emerson have such a cute
Yeah.
relationship. It's so different than with any of the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy them together, and I thought there was some good scenes there with them.
Knifing people. Okay.
Bad
I was like, well,
guys,
we should go
bad
talk about the other scene. So, can we talk about that scene? Because Freddie and
the Freddie scene.
I mean, that's what I call it, the Freddie scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Freddie naked scene. Yeah.
Again, I like that they're just different. They have things at a different pace for them. They have such a different connection. I it was worth it. I liked the pace that it was at, and it felt right for those characters.
Right? It made me
Hmm
like, and I know proud's not the right word, but like for them to
But I
get to
get what
that point where they could do
hmm
that and where she's like, do whatever you want, and he, like all that, and then there's a POV later on of him like flirting it out to the guys, and they're all like, good for you, and like it was like that's good though, like he's willing to talk about it, he did it, and he felt good
he's
about what
working.
she allowed
Yeah,
and like what he was, so I don't know, I was just like, yay for Freddie.
he's come well, he's come a long way. He's working through his trauma. He loves her,
Mhm.
and that he's able to do that because he loves her and he's working through it. Yeah, I
Mhm.
feel like it's very satisfying because it's like you always say, it's earned. It's
Yeah.
like they went through it.
Yeah.
He's worked on himself, and they worked on their relationship together.
Mhm.
And I know we always come back to Pine Tree with them together, and I think
Yeah.
that's some of our favorite parts of Vandals. So it's nice to see them come this far in book 8.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, you left for a minute.
Technical difficulty.
It's okay. So Milo finds out the whole story with
Oh,
Emerson.
yeah.
And
That was
I
towards
was
the
proud of
beginning.
him too. I was really proud of him for not going on like a killing rampage. And I love that he remodeled and now they have like a little like picture window into the living room, is it from the kitchen? Like I was
Yeah.
like, that's awesome. Good job. Ouch, but
Yep.
okay.
I like the remodel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way of putting it.
Right?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
he had a good reaction too. And again, it was like something a long time coming. We've all been waiting for his reaction. I thought he handled it well.
Mhm. And I feel
I
like it
really
was
enjoyed
good for
reading it.
their relationship too, because now he
Yeah.
understands why she can't leave. Like this is don't do it
Hmm.
again. You know, like I think he understands her way more. And then he was by her side with like her mom and
Hmm.
those kind of things too. So I think that helped them.
Yeah, I like that even when with 7 relationships, we still get to focus on the brother sister relationship
Mhm.
just as much,
Mhm.
and then her relationship to her mom. I really enjoy that, like those are given just as much time and care.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause Milo and Emerson have just such a special relationship, and it's really come so far. And I just remember thinking like, oh my gosh, when he finds out, he's gonna be so sorry that he told her to go back, and then he was, which is satisfying. But also, it was written in a way that it didn't make him feel like too terrible. It was just it was done very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
really
and then I
enjoyed
like
that.
didn't he tell off Moira, her mom? And I was like, yes, yes,
Yes.
somebody's doing it.
Yeah.
Because I know Emerson's like, I don't want to see her, I don't want to talk to her, you know, all that stuff. But
Mhm.
like, I liked that, like, he told her off. I was like, she deserves that at least.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Yes. Because, well, yes. Her mom, I'm still iffy on her mom. Still iffy on her.
I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of her. I think she got off easy a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, we still have a whole other book.
We have one more book, and so we will see. Yeah, I don't like her.
Yeah, neither do I.
I mean, I
And I'm
understand,
also,
like, I mean, she dealt with stuff,
yeah.
but
But yeah,
yeah.
it's her daughter. Yeah. Mm. Well, and then I know who I wonder about too. I wonder about that woman that was like her like caretaker, the one who looked after
Yes.
her on tour. I hope
Yes.
she gets her come
Martha.
up and yeah. I hope that's yes, I hope she gets her comeuppance. Like we haven't heard from her in a while. What if she comes back next book? That's a prediction. I feel like something's gonna happen with Martha.
Ugh.
Or maybe she's like, I don't know, maybe her and Uncle
Right?
Bucket Uncle Uncle Bucket are like in cahoots somehow. I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm. And
Mm-mm.
then we were talking off camera. We were talking about her father and
Mhm.
him getting punished.
Mhm. Him getting punished and all that stuff. All that stuff finally coming to like
The
so many
reveal.
questions, the whole series of like what did the parents
Mhm.
know and what's the parents' involvement. So now we know way more on that. And you know, I liked when they got him in Vegas. And
Yeah, that
I
was a
love
good
the
scene.
Easter eggs. So if anyone
Yes,
definitely
Cardinal
need to
sin.
read in the different worlds, the
Yeah,
cardinal sins and
Cardinal sin. Oh yes, we have Bastard Brothers of
yes,
Carnage
that's
by
what it
Blake
is. I'm like,
Blessing.
what's
Yes.
the series name? Well, and then I'm listening to Frankie, the Untouchables, and they just
Mhm.
saw Torched. So I'm like, wait, that's not the same. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
mean,
this
it's
one.
all the same
Yeah.
universe, but I think some's more connected than others.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But there
yeah,
is definitely parts where I highlighted it. I'm like, oh, that's somebody else, and that's somebody. Like,
yeah.
yeah. So
Well,
that's
that was
fun
like
too.
Mickey's team that came in, so
Yeah,
that's another interesting that has a connection to
that one
other
series.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I was
and
I wanted more. I
mhm.
loved the little interaction that Emerson had with Grace.
Yeah, me
I was so
too.
intrigued. I'm like, what happened? What are you guys fighting about? Like, I was like, give me more. So I'm like interested to see what Heather does. If she's going to do like a little short story or something to show us what's going on in there, an extra bonus scene.
That would be interesting. I will say that Lunchbox character, I don't know, the name Lunchbox, something about him just stuck out to me. I'm like, his
There
name is
was two. It
Lunchbox?
was
I
Alphabet,
love it.
Lunchbox, Bones,
Bones.
and who was the other one? There's one more. I want to call him
Alphabet.
like Graves or Graveyard.
Could, but I don't know, Bone. I don't know. I don't know. There
I
was
liked
another one.
those ones, the ones we didn't see that much. The little interaction we had with the ones with the darker names. I was like,
Yeah.
anyways.
Uh,
Um, I wanted to talk
mhm.
about poor Liam. I just
Oh yeah, he
love
lost. Oh
him and I
yeah.
feel so bad for him.
Me too.
And then he's like pulling it together for everybody and like doing the like dealing with all the stuff and then ugh, all the things. We get another twin sandwich, which was amazing. And then we also get the scene in this, like one of my favorite scenes in the book was when Liam meets with Adam and Ezra.
Yes, me
And then
too.
they're
I love
talking
any
about
interaction with
Lainey
them.
and stuff too, like where she
And
was. And then,
Ezra took him to his island, her
mhm.
to the island. Like I can't wait for more on that.
Yeah,
I
me
want to see what
too.
happened at that island.
Me too. And I love Ezra. And I don't think I've said this on camera, I've said it off, but
Yes,
I love Ezra. Like all of them.
Ezra's your boy.
There's something about Ezra's ever since Dirty Devil when he showed up. Remember he showed up
Oh
when they were
yeah, he was
skinny?
great in that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's so misunderstood. I feel like no.
I love that. He's so misunderstood. But no, I think you're right. And I think well, because Adam is very prominent, but Ezra was kind of in the background, and then Milo's Milo.
Mhm.
So I think you're right. I think I'm really excited to get more from Ezra. And like he when he does pop up, I love when he, went to the dinner last book with
Mhm.
them and he was like totally
Yes.
on their side, playing along. Like
Yes.
Ezra's a good guy. I like Ezra.
He's
I
a
like him a
good
lot as
guy.
well.
He's
Yeah.
he's damaged and he's misunderstood and
Speak.
I can't wait to find out
Yeah.
about it all.
Me too. And speaking of that dinner, it was
King.
revealed that King is secretly bio dad. And there
Oh,
was a
you were
recording
right.
of me saying this.
Yes.
And then last book, Heather threw me off completely. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking, like, she didn't say what age he was. So I'm like, is this guy going to be a character? Is he going to get a book?
Yeah.
I was right all along. It was her father.
Yes. And I loved how it came about, how Rome's drawing the picture, and then Doc sees it and he's like, why are you drawing? And then who else walked in?
Yeah.
Milo walks in and goes,
Milo.
why are you drawing? Like, oh my God. I was just like, yeah. You
I
like the
can't
sign?
wait to find out. I need to know. I need to know. Did her uncle know who she was
Mhm.
when they adopted her?
Mhm.
Why did he walk away from them?
Mhm.
When did he figure out who Emerson was? Because all his interactions, he wanted to see her first last book. So he has an interest in her. I feel like, but he didn't want her in the world because he said to Liam, that when you put her into this, when you like got into a relationship with her or whatever.
Right.
So and he's like, oh, and he also said, I thought you'd want protection for your brother. So I'm just very curious to get more information on this whole thing and if he'll be in the next series, the Royal series, because it's
Right.
Royals and he's like king. So
Well, and now my question is why was he the whole reason Liam did what he did was to protect Milo, right?
hmm
And then
yeah,
all
which
that.
why
So
wasn't he going
why
after his son?
yeah. So what's that? So I'm like, I
What
need
is that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
That unless it was some kind of weird way of protecting
Right, that's what I was saying. I'm like, is he actually trying to protect his
Yeah,
children?
maybe. I don't.
I don't
Maybe we're
know. We're
wrong.
trying to be all optimistic here, and I don't know. I don't
Maybe
know.
like a terrible twisted way.
I don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
although Royals is gonna, Milo, so then, I mean, that could be a bigger storyline for Milo.
Mhm.
I feel like in Heather's books, parents that are very, very, very flawed, play an issue, and like Frankie, Vandals, Blue Ivy. I feel like there's a theme there.
Oh,
So
the parentals.
maybe that'll play into because
Yeah.
I feel like Lainey's got some stuff too with her parents.
Mhm.
So,
True, true.
which I like though, because it is true. Because parents.
I mean,
Speaking
parents. I
of,
mean, we just talked
yeah,
about our parents.
we did, we did. Oh, if you're
So.
watching this, mother, I love you.
My parents don't know I do this, so.
Oh, my mother likes YouTube. Uh,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we end, the ending.
yes, the
So we think
ending.
everything's okay. I'm literally on a road trip in a car ride going,
Oh
everything's
gosh.
fine. Like they're off. Like, do, 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 do. It's going to be like one of those easy cliffhangers. She's going to surprise us and not do anything major. And then boom.
Jarring, so jarring, out of
Yes.
nowhere, out of nowhere.
But it really showed the uncle,
F bucket.
yeah, F Bucket. And I was just like, he's insane. I don't think I
He's
realized how
unhinged.
insane he is, how mental he
Yeah,
is. Like those
yeah,
recordings, I was like, wait, what? Like I'm like,
yeah.
you, and then the things he was saying, I was like,
It got
wow, dude,
worse.
wow. And then
Yeah,
I love Milo. I love how hard he fought and then how he's trying to
yeah.
get to her. And so now I'm dying. I'm so happy we only have a month because I am dying to find out. And then
I know.
yeah.
That ending, I mean, the buried alive and
Mm,
then him being knocked out. Oh, I love the stakes though. I love them. I'm here for them. I'm like,
yeah, me too. I love the drama. I've been saying it. I'm like, I'm all about the
yeah.
trauma and the drama. Like, just give
Oh,
it.
I like that. The
Yeah.
trauma. You've got to write that down, Sarah. The
Yeah.
trauma and that could be a good sticker.
Yeah.
No one steal that.
I'm gonna edit that out. So it's
Yeah, edit that
honest.
out. Edit that.
Now I'm gonna keep it in. Okay. All right.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So I don't even know how to end this. Okay, we're gonna end. Thanks everybody. See you next time.
Sorry.